Hello and welcome to day 93, and also welcome to the official International Wombat Day. Hello Bernard, hello Chamfin, and hello Fausto Haveman. And also thank you very much, Fausto Haveman, for 2 months in the chain. Thank you very much for the 2 months in a row. That's the word I was searching for. Hello Venche, and hello Corbinik, hello Dradimin, and hello Chili Philly, and hello Gilatara. Great to see you all. So we have a little early bird giveaway for a Hecate Malagrin Marshlight skin, if you are interested. Also, I don't know if it's showing, but since today is the International Wombat Day, we are having a little fundraiser for the... let me see, the name is quite long. We are having a fundraiser today for the Natural History Society of South Australia Incorporated. This is an organization that helps to protect wombats and preserve their habitat. And if you use !charity, you can also see some information about that. Don't feel forced. If you want to donate something, I think the wombats will thank you. Okay, so what is the plan today? As I said, today I first wanted to make a little review, let's say it like that, of the updates that are coming with the patch on the 18th of November. Also, tomorrow we will start at 5 p.m. Eve time, and I will try to get on that test server to take a look on the update face first, or hats on. Hey NL Dutchy! Hey, good luck with the stream. Thank you, NL Dutchy. So first of all, as every day, we want to restart our extractions. And then I have set up a new scene. So let's see if the new scene is working that I had open. So how are you doing today? How was your Wednesday? Did you all had a great day so far? My workday was pretty exhausting, to be honest, so I'm really glad that I can stream for you now. So I can do something funny after this exhausting workday. Okay, let me see if the scene that I've set up does work. Yes, perfect. Look at that. I hope you can all see my mouse cursor. So, yesterday I found out that there is a new update coming. And like I said, tomorrow we will go and we will try to take a look on the test server. I don't know whether I am able to get on the test server tomorrow, so I hope that everything is working. But if everything is working, then we're going to the test server and we're trying the new update. If not, then we do something on Tranquility. What did I buy the note for? NL Dutchy, at the moment, there is a Hecate Malagrin Marshlight skin in the raffle. So if you're interested in the Hecate Malagrin Marshlight skin, let me show you the skin. Maybe you don't know it. So let's change scenes again. So we have the Hecate. Oh, I have it in my redeemables. I haven't redeemed it yet. So we will redeem it to the current station. So now it should be here. And the Hecate Malagrin Marshlight skin looks like this. So it has a a nasty little grim-looking face on top. So this is the Hecate Malagrin Martialite. That is the skin you are able to win right now. And hello, Voron2K! Oh, nice! A 5 stream streak. And I have also decided that later we will be giving away the 4 Masters at Arms cerebral accelerators. Not all at once, but we will give them away. Okay, let me switch over to the browser again. So this is the update. Let me first read this text. Illustrious Capsuleers, mining is the foundation of all activity in EVE Online, with entire empires being born from a single rock. The Catalyst expansion coming on the 18th of November highlights it as the front line of power. A new, highly valuable ore will spark a resource rush, and Capsuleers will once again wield the mightiest ships in pursuit of extraordinary riches. Okay, so what... We don't want the TLDR. Let's skip the TLDR, we go straight into the details. So, first, a resource rush. Mining is becoming an increasingly dynamic, rewarding, and fiercely contested, with mysterious hyperspace fractures revealing volatile asteroids, rich in a powerful ore. Okay. Discover phased fields and bring your fleet to harvest great riches, but at great peril. Dispatch new phase anchor deployables to be able to mine the mysterious asteroids and the prismaticide they contain, but act fast before the fracture closes. Okay, so as far as I understand this, there will be like temporary ruptures in space, and you will be able to anchor deployables to mine those. So you can't mine it without a deployable, which we will really have to look at the recipes of those deployables, because I'm not sure whether this is Ironman friendly. I have a fear that this might be something like the Metanox moon drills, so it's exclusively reserved for like the bigger corporations. Wasn't prismaticide the same ore for the last drift event to make the filaments? I don't really know, Venture, but that could completely be. Let's see. Prismaticide, a new type of erratic and extremely valuable ore, refines into different minerals at random. That could be really freaking cool. Like, imagine me using some prismaticide and suddenly having like a lot of mercoxide or morphite. Not mercoxide, morphite. That would be pretty cool. Although by using reactions to reprocess the ore, you control the outcome. Hey, Umbra Amphileon, welcome! I hope you have a great day. We are currently reading the update notes for the upcoming expansion. Or can I call this an expansion, or is this just an update? I think because it has a name like Catalyst, it basically should be an expansion, right? Okay, let's see. New industrial and exploration ships expand strategic options, but danger lurks at every junction. The fight for resources fuels creation, destruction, connection, and conflict across the cluster. Whether you rise to build or strike to destroy, every story begins with ore. I mean, they're not wrong here. They're definitely not wrong. I am a little bit afraid that these rifts that you can mine here are probably only for bigger corporations. But we will see whether this is going to be the case. Had a great day, and it's only just getting better as I found 3 gas sites in this wormhole. Oh, congratulations. Hey, Delboy, welcome. So, today is International Wombat Day. Let me give you a shout out. Or let me wait until we are a few more people here. So, you get the maximum reach out of that. So, how are you doing, Delboy? Give me the new carrier bonuses. Is there anything out about what those carrier bonuses will be? Because I've only seen some information on the internet about Wombat Day. Live it. Of course. I don't know, Delboy, maybe you can confirm that. I've decided to do like a little fundraiser for for a organization in Australia that helps to protect wombats and preserve their habitats. But I'm not sure if the fundraiser is showing because I've never done those fundraisers through Twitch. So I have no clue whether you have this showing. Like I said, don't feel you're forced to donate anything. I'm just doing this because it's the International Wombat Day, and I think we should definitely do something to help wombats in the wildlife. And holy shit, you're all so loyal with all your watch streaks. Thank you very much for that. It's very cool, and you are doing a nice thing. Thank you. The charity is showing for me. Got a donate charity button. Oh, cool. Okay, thank you. Thank you for confirming that it does work indeed. If this works, we might do this more often in the future. I just wanted to know whether it's working. Okay, let's see. So the thing which I'm personally most excited for, because I did lurk a bit in other streamers' channels, and I found it that there is a new mining destroyer. The button shows donate to charity, so I think it works. Okay, great. The charity is showing for me, got a donate to charity button. Is it on Discord? I have a link in the streams channel. And also, if you use the !charity command, you will get, wait, I'll do it for you. Charity, here you are. So this is the charity which we are raising funds for. You can go at their website and have a look at what they're doing. And if you think that's a good thing and you want to support it, then you could donate something. If I can't put 8 mining laser on it, it's not a real mining destroyer. Yeah, maybe. So let's read about the new mining destroyer. Level up your industry game with the Pioneer, a perfect middle ground between a mining frigate and mining barges. Even brand new Capsuleers can obtain this new mining destroyers after only a few hours in New Eden and fly it as alphas. There's even more to unlock for Omegas too, so this vessel can scale as you realize your industrialist ambitions. I think this will be the go-to mining ship for new players. Like at the moment, you're going like for the Venture, and then you can't really go for the barges since they require Omega. But I think this might really be the next go-to ship for new players to go and do mining in. Let's also take a look at the pictures. Okay. I mean, it does look interesting. It does not look like a Venture. It does also not look like a bigger version of the Venture. It is a little bit similar. Like you have these parts and these parts here. But maybe, I don't know whether this is the standard skin or this is actually a additional skin. because I've never seen a red ore ship yet. Usually ore ships are yellow, right? So, all in all, there will be 3 versions of the Pioneer, including a Tech 2 version and a Consortium issue variant. So, the Mining Destroyer will have a 20% bonus to mining range, a 10% bonus to mining yield, and a 5% bonus to gas cloud scoop duration, and a roll bonus of 50% to mining yield and 25% to gas cloud scoop duration. Let me switch scenes for a moment because I want to compare that with the Venture. So if I go and have a look at the Venture, here is it. And let me take a look at the attributes. Here it is. So we have a 5%. Holy shit. Thank you very much for the donation for the wombats, Chili Philly. Thank you very much. The wombats will thank you, and I thank you as well. I think it's because the lighting that it looks orange. If they wanted a middle ground between frigate and barges, they should have added a % bonus to mining hold. Okay, I just want to compare this real quick. But you're completely right, Venche. So we have a 20% bonus to mining yield, and the Destroyer has a 50% bonus to mining yield. But that's a frigate bonus. So it only has a 10%. So it has double the amount of mining yield bonus. And we also have a 20% bonus to... Oh no, Mafuken! Hello! Hello, Eternitas, and hello, Mafuken. Okay, let's see. I will start the timer and you will get your very strong German accent. Yeah, I know. I know that you're here. By the way, we have 50% off on the Wombat Wisdom today, since it is the International Wombat Day. So I decided, why not do a 50% off on the Wombat Wisdom, so you all can learn something new about wombats. But I have set a 5-minute cooldown, otherwise I will just constantly be doing wombat facts. And the Blackheart, hello, welcome. Man, you're all so loyal with 5 stream streaks here. Okay, timer is started. So let me read this now. Okay, donate sent. 8K mining hold. The Blackheart, so what donate do you mean? Did you donate to the Wombat charity, or what kind of donation do you mean? Maybe it takes a moment, because at the moment I don't see a alert yet. Yes, via the Discord link. The Discord link. Ah, so you did donate directly without the Twitch. I see. Because if you you only have alerts on the stream if you use the donate to charity button on the stream. Because unfortunately, I don't have like a connection to their website. I just wanted to put the website on Discord so you all can have a look what kind of corporation this is and if you want to support. But thank you very much, the Blackheart, for donating to the Natural History Society of South Australia, Inc. I think the Wombats will be very happy about your donation. Okay, let's see. So we have double the amount of mining yield. Thank you for bringing it to my attention, of course. And thank you for donating. So we have double the amount of mining yield on the new destroyer. And we have... Where it is? Here it is. So we have double the amount of mining yield. We have a 20% bonus to mining range. I think that's a very, very cool additional benefit. And the timer is over, sorry. So we're going back to normal speaking for now. So the 10%, 20% additional mining range will be huge on the destroyer. And we have the same 5% gas cloud than the mining frigate the Venture has. We don't have the warp core strength, so that's a huge perk that we're losing on the new mining destroyer. But we still have a... Oh, we only have a 50% bonus to mining yield. Okay, so we get half the mining yield bonus on the roll bonus. That's interesting. And we also get, but we get duration. That's good, I would say, because it had 3 turrets. So because it is able to mine more, you don't need to have like a large bonus. I see. Okay. So I think we did compare the stats to the Venture. Let's go back to the browser and let's look at the rest of the website. So I think they added a bonus to the mining hold capacity as a roll bonus. It would be an easier step into a barge like the Retriever, which has a mining hold bonus. I think you're completely right. If they added a bonus to the mining hold, that would make it like a good middle ground between the barge and the Venture, because the Venture has only a very, very, very small mining hold, and the barge has a very large mining hold. So I think it would be cool if they have like a middle ground. But maybe they will add this once the people have a look at this on the test server. So this is, first of all, the new mining ship. This is the ship I'm most excited for. Like tomorrow, when the patch happens, I'm planning to go with you together on the test server, and we will take a look together on the new update, and we, of course, want to try out the new mining destroyer. That's the thing where I'm really hyped for. Perhaps of the T2 and the consortium issue. That is true. We only have the bonuses here for the normal version. It could be that the Tech 2 and Consortium variants have a higher. Will you take destinations on the test server? To be honest, on the test server, I think the Ironman rules will not apply. There's no point for me doing it the hard way if it's just a test server. So on the test server, we will just purchase the stuff. We will try out everything. We will take destinations if you want. So everything is open on the test server. I mined for my Omega the first few months on my EVE journey, so I might have to start a new alpha account and see how the new destroyer compares to the challenge. Oh yeah, that's a very good point, Umbra Amphibian. The Tech 2 version. How long ago was it that mining in the Venture is painful with the current prices? The Tech 2 version has a 20,000 mining ore hold. Where the hell do you get this information, Noliv? Are those data out somewhere? Because in this post here, I don't see anything about the mining hold of those. In the Hobo leaks. Oh, so there are leaks on that. That's interesting. Is there a website? Could you please give me the link? Then I would like to take a look at that. Or what is Hobo leaks? Data miners. How long? Hobo leaks. Okay, thank you. Whoa, holy shit! Flashback! Ah! That's painful to watch. Dang! Ah! Holy shit. I don't trust leaks, only the real CCP news. I would have a look at this site. Unfortunately, it's painfully wide, so I did not expect this to be so damn wide. So let's continue then. So this ship here is so beautiful. The Odysseus, which is the new exploration command battlecruiser. And I think now we can do the shout out for Mr. Delboy. And I think we can also do the draw for the Hecate in a moment. But let me first do the shout out for Delboy. So Welch Delboy, already here in chat, as most of you know him already. He's a great streamer, and I would consider him a friend. And he's a very, very nice guy, and was a big supporter of this channel, and is still one of the biggest supporter of this channel. So I am owing him so much, and please give this man a follow. Okay, so let me switch to the gameplay again, and we will do the draw for the Hecate. I will give you once and for all a last chance to go into the giveaway and enter the raffle. And we have a Hecate Malagrin Marshlight skin, which is currently being on the raffle. So let me do the draw, and we will see who of you is going to be the lucky winner for this. And the winner of the Hecate Malagrin Marshlight skin is Bernard. Bernard, congratulations. You won yourself a Hecate or Hecate Malagrin Marshlight skin. I would just now need a name, an IGN of your character where I should send this ship to. Skin, not ship, sorry. But it does not seem Bernard is actually here, so should we give him like 5 to 10 more seconds maybe? And then we will do the redraw. So let me see. And there is Bernard. Congratulations. Congratulations, Bernard. Here is your Malagrin Marshlight skin for the Hecate. I wish you a lot of fun with that. I'm glad to achieve this. So, the next prize, I have decided, since I got this from my referral code being used, we will be giving away 4 Masters at Arms Cerebral Accelerators today. So those will be given out in this stream today as a little incentive. But for now, this is not going to be the next one, but we do have some nice Deathglow Remnant skins. So let me see. We have a Kronos Deathglow Remnant skin. We have a Sin Deathglow Remnant skin. We have a Paladin Deathglow Remnant skin and an Armageddon. I think we will start with the Armageddon Deathglow Remnant skin. So let's start a new giveaway for the Armageddon Deathglow. And we do another 50 notes. So giveaway is up. And this here is the ship that you are able to win. Not ship, sorry, skin. It's the Armageddon Malagrin Marshlight skin. I think this looks pretty decent, to be honest. And hello, Resonulemir. First of all, let's switch back to the browser because I'm still inside the update. Wait, where is my browser? Ah, I don't have it open right now. That's why it's not showing. Okay, so here is the browser. And we are currently taking a look at the new update, which we are going to dive into tomorrow. So if you want to dive with me on the test server tomorrow and have a look at all of the stuff from the new update, please feel yourself invited. So lead yourself further afield with this new exploration command ship and conquer the uncharted territory. With the new expedition command bursts and a massive new exploration hold, you can stay out for longer, venture further, and carry more loot back home. I think this new exploration hold will be a huge game changer for a lot of you people that like to do exploration. I think if you name a ship the Odysseus, you should expect Poseidon to be angry with you. It needs black sails. Yeah, to be honest, that's not wrong. So like I said, the new exploration hold is going to be a big game changer. We will take a look at the recipe. We will see how much loyalty points tomorrow the Sisters of Eve want us to spend to get the blueprint for the new ship. And we will also take a look at the recipe, how much minerals it will take. If this is, in my eyes, achievable, I'm somewhat thinking of maybe switching the Stratius out for the new ship. Although I don't know if a expedition command burst ship is really the ship that I want to go for. It's listed in Hobo Leaks. Yeah, Noliv, the problem is the site is so unbearably wide that I can't open it because I will get blind. I might can install a extension. Let me see. What if I use like Dark Reader or anything like that? Dark Reader. Yes, this one. So let's add Dark Reader. Pin extension. We have Dark Reader installed now. Ah, much better. Much better. Okay, so where do I need to look at Noliv? I first want to see the information about the new mining destroyer. In new items. Ah, here is the Pioneer. Okay. So let's take a look. So take this, like said before, with a grain of salt or uncertainty, because this is data mined. That does not mean that this is the actual stuff that is coming to the game, but we are taking a look here whether this is going to be a good thing or whether we think this we want to go a little bit deeper. But this is all subject to change, so this is not set in stone yet. So first of all, the blueprint. It does not show the recipe, right? Or where can I see the recipe for the Pioneer blueprint? The recipe is in the blueprint section. Ah, so we don't need to go into the item, but in the blueprint section. Ah, here we have it. Okay. So the blueprint price is going to be about 35 million ISK. I think we will definitely be investing this ISK. That's worth it. So, for sure. And it needs isogen, mexalon, pyrite, and tritanium. That's a very large amount of tritanium. I'm dead honest here. Like, let me go to the game back. Let me go back to the game real quick, because just for comparison, I want to show you the Coercer, which is my current destroyer, or also the Dragoon. So if I take a look at the Coercer blueprint, we have a total of 73,000 tritanium. The other ship, the new mining destroyer, is going to take up 320,000 tritanium, according to the data mined stuff that we just had a look at. And that is comparable, I would say, to my arbitrator, so to a cruiser. And that's quite funny, because usually the Venture is actually one on the cheaper side. So if you have a look here, like I said, the Arbitrator has a 376,000 tritanium that is needed to build this at the moment. And if we go back to the browser, you can see that the... where it is here. You can see that it takes 320,000 tritanium, which is a lot. So we probably will take away a big chunk of our mineral stash if we want to build this thing. And it also comes with a new skill. No, Industry 1. Industry 1 is not a new skill. So, what else? I wanted to have a look at the Odysseus, right? Here's the Odysseus. So, the Odysseus, it says that it needs a... How much did your Coercer cost to make? See, if you had 300,000, like I told you, you would be set. You know, it's kind of funny, Leo Skyblade, that you're actually right with that. To compare destroyer to destroyer. I just did this venture, but I will go back just for you again. So if we go back here, you can see that the Coercer, which I had before, the Coercer blueprint shows 73,600 tritanium. So we just take this because this is the highest number, and the other destroyer that we were just looking at, the new mining destroyer, according to the data mining, to the data miners, is taking 320,000. So that's a lot more. Of course, just call me CCP Blade moving forward. Lol. Teasing, of course. Hey, by the way, Leo Skyblade, how have you been doing today? It is International Wombat Day. I have 100 million tritanium in HiSec if you need it. That's a very nice offer, Del Boy, but unfortunately I will have to turn this down, since I will need to mine it myself. I have 100 million tritanium in HiSec. I've already read this. It is before the max me of the blueprint. What do you mean with the max me? Material efficiency. That is true. It is not with max material efficiency, so it could be a little bit less. But still, 320,000 in comparison to other destroyers is insane. That's so much that it takes up to a cruiser. But we might need to do a lot more mining in the upcoming week, so we can have enough resources to probably build one or two of those pioneers. At work, unfortunately. Oh, okay, I see. Then, Leo Skyblade, exclamation mark, buy note if you want to enter the giveaway for a Armageddon Deathglow Remnant skin. But I agree, it's a cruiser build. Yes, Noliv. That's... maybe this is wrong, we will see. Like, tomorrow, we will go on the test server, and I will double-check those recipes. But 320,000 tritanium is kinda huge for a destroyer. I don't know how much I have in terms of minerals. I just know I have to re-up once a month to continue my shuttle empire on the specific market. Okay, let's take a look at the blueprint for the... What is it? The Odysseus. It was a little bit down here. So the Odysseus, according to the data miners, does cost a core temperature regulator, which is okay, but this is also used for the battleship. So this is a battleship module. So if you're going for a Nestor on the Sisters of Eve, you will need a core temperature regulator. So I think this is kind of expectable, I would say, to have this on a battle cruiser as well. We will compare other battle cruisers to battleships and see whether the faction variants have like similar resources, just to be sure here. I could make him riddle. I could make him a riddle. The market for Sisters of Eve net resonators has already crashed. I mean, exploded. I can only imagine, yes. But fortunately, the resonators are being sold by NPCs, so no matter how hard and how high the demand on those is, you can always basically farm for it and get it for the NPC price. So we need 250 life support backup units. And we need 250 net resonators, which is equivalent to 250 million ISK. So that's the minimum amount that you have to spend on the net resonators. Maybe people are selling them cheaper than the NPCs, but I don't think so. And you need 500 auto integrity preservation seals, as well as 1.6 million titanium. This is also very, very huge, but I would say it's comparable to my Harbinger. So I will first take a look at the top part. The market boom for resonators does not affect people with LP. That is true. And also, it does not affect Ironman players like myself. So the market does not affect me in any way. So let me first go into the game again, and we will take a look at the costs of other faction battleships in comparison to their battlecruiser variants, just to have like a little comparison. So which ship should we pick? I don't think the Sisters of Eve are a good comparison here because they don't have the battlecruiser yet. Hence, we're looking at other factions. Maybe let's go with the Garistas. Let's see. So the Garistas battleship is the Rattlesnake. And the Rattlesnake does need 9 million titanium, 250 auto integrity preservation seals, and 120 support backup life units. So I say that's quite a large amount. So this battlecruiser is more expensive in terms of components than it is to build a Rattlesnake. Eat that. So we have on the new battlecruiser Odysseus, we have 250 life support backup units and 500 auto integrity preservation seals. If we can trust the stuff that the data miners have found out. And we also have 250 Sisters of Eve Garistas, Sisters of Eve net resonators. So I think that's quite a large price tag for a battlecruiser, to be honest. I don't know if the Sisters of Eve ships are always that expensive. Let me have a look at the recipe of the Nestor in comparison. No. Look at that. The new battlecruiser, according to the data mining, is more expensive in terms of components than it is to build a Nestor. the bigger version of it, basically. I did not expect this. That's pretty huge. But in terms of minerals, I think it's a lot cheaper. Or let me take a look at the minerals now. What about blood net resonators? Did they also increase a lot? That's a good question, Eternitas. I can't answer this for you, sadly. By the way, let me, Delboy, could you please do a message, a pinned message in chat for exclamation mark by note, so people know that they can enter a raffle for the giveaway. That would be very nice. Thank you a lot. So let me open the browser again. So according to Hobo Leaks, this will take 16 million tritanium, which is more than the Nestor. It will take 6 million pyrite. Is that 12 million or 1.2? That's 1.2. 1.2 million Maxalon and 60,000 Noxium, 16,000 Sidron and 8,000 Megasite. So this is it in terms of materials. If we compare that again to the Nestor, we see that it's also more expensive than the Nestor in comparison in terms of minerals. So the new Odysseus, according to Hobo Leaks, will be more expensive to build than the Nestor. And I think that pretty much has shown me that if those numbers are correct, then we probably won't be going for the new battlecruiser. Research or not researched? Those numbers are not researched, the Blackheart. So I haven't researched those blueprints for the Nestor. And since we are comparing it to the Hobo Leaks, which is also not researched, these are completely unresearched numbers. I think it will be tuned down. That could be true, but this also means that if you want to build this thing, you probably should wait a bit. And Chili Philly has just redeemed the very strong German accent. Again. You know what? I don't get it. You want the very strong German accent, and I give you a 50% discount because of the International Wombat Day on Wombat Facts, and you still go for the very strong German accent. Okay, let's start it. 2 minutes, and the timer is running. And Eternitas, finally, someone has redeemed the 50% discount Wombat Wisdom. Let me go and get a Wombat fact for you. This is the wrong. This one is the right. So, the Wombat fact I have for you today. Did you know that... did you know that wombats are nocturnal, but they will sunbath near the entrances of their burrows in the mornings? So if you go to Australia, in the morning you will see wombats sunbathing in the area of their wombat burrows. I think that's a funny fact. At least I didn't know that before I saw that. So maybe this was also something new for you. Okay. And let's go back to the browser tab. Let me open the browser again. So this is the Odysseus. So what I was about to say is, if you want to build this ship yourself, and the numbers are in fact the same numbers that the data miners on Hobo Leaks have found, then I probably would recommend you to wait a little bit, because the prices at the moment for building this ship are insane. Wombat, what is your favorite ship class? For the moment, I would say it's... Yeah, maybe it's cruiser. I would say it's cruiser, because battle cruisers are pretty cool. I like the Drake, I like the Harbinger. The problem with the battle cruisers is they are very slow, and they also have they are also pretty expensive to build in comparison. So I would say for the moment in my Ironman challenge, my favorite ship class would be a cruiser. But since the Paladin is my most favorite ship in the game, I have to also go for Battleship. Or Marauder. Maybe it's Marauders then. Cruisers is good. What function is the most important for them? The function, you mean like generally? Oh, and by the way, the 2 minutes are over. I am relieved from speaking like a real German. So let's go back to my normal voice. General use. So the general use for cruisers. I would say the cruiser is a very versatile ship. So you can do combat sites with it. You can do PvP with it. And you also are like frigates and destroyers are always like a throwaway. But with a cruiser, you can actually hold on for a little bit in a fight. So that's why I say the cruisers are better in terms. And you can also do level 3 missions with it. It will take a long time, but you can do level 3 missions with it if you're good. Ogura with the serum skin should be your favorite. It looks like Ironman. Oh, let me switch to the gameplay again. We will take a look at the Ogura Navy issue. So I'm a new player. What would you recommend? If you are a completely new player to EVE Online, I personally would recommend you going with the Caldari. Because, first of all, the Caldari ships are all missile ships for the most part. Or not all, but you have a very nice line of missile ships. And missiles are the easiest weapon system that you can have as a new player, because you don't have to worry about tracking and all this stuff. So I would say, if you're a completely new player, maybe start out with a... Yeah, probably I would go for the Kestrel, maybe. Start out with a Kestrel, then go to a Corax, and once you're at the cruiser level, I would personally recommend you to go to a Caracal. And if you are increasing your skills and you want to like really improve as a new player, I would say then learn your skills up to a heavy assault cruiser. So you can fly a Cerberus, and the Cerberus is really capable. Like, you can do a lot of stuff with a Cerberus. So that would be my go-to route if you are a new player and you want to go for that. And another ship which a lot of people will be recommending is a Healer, which is a faction Guristas ship. So this cruiser here, it has a insane bonus damage to medium combat drones. So if you are interested in drones, then the Healer is probably a very good option. But drones will take a long time to learn. You have to like really max out those drones 5 skill. So I would say before you go to a Healer, probably go to a Caracal. That's a very good ship. I would say it's to ask what your favorite playstyle is and give a recommendation from there. That is also true. It is depending on the play style, but I would say missiles are very versatile. Like you can use missiles in every kind of content, and also a lot of people are doing PvP in missile ships. So I wouldn't say that it's really that dependent. Drone skills are important for many Galente ships too. That is right, and also if you want to have the healer, it is a faction ship. That means it needs Galente cruiser and Caldari cruiser. So you will have to train both of those skills if you want to fly the healer properly and really benefit from the 10% bonus to kinetic and thermal missile damage. So I would say the healer is also a very sexy ship. Like if you take a look at the healer, that is a very nice looking ship. And I can totally understand if you like, the healer is so much more sexy than a Caracal. But the Caracal is a very good ship. Thank you for answering. No worries, Delboy. You're more than welcome. Healer is my go-to. I got my R-Combine skin for it. Oh, let's see. What have we got? Oh, Delboy has provided us with a new player starter kit, I would say. So it contains a Kestrel, a Heron, a Corax, and a Caracal Navy issue. Thank you very much for that, Delboy. This will be also going into the giveaway pool. So let's see. I would say in 4 minutes, it's time to do the draw on the Deathglow Remnant skin for the Armageddon. And then I would say we will give away the first Masters at Arms Cerebral Accelerator. It is in Atrine, by the way, so it's not in Jita. Just for transparency here, right? So, first of all, you said I should have a look at the Ogura Navy issue, right? Ogura Navy issue. I think that's one of the ships that I really like from the looks of it. Yes, it is the very bulky cruiser and the Serum Prime skin. This one. Yes, the Serum skin always looks like Ironman. I really like the Serum skins, to be honest, since they do match my Ironman theme very good. Okay, so let's go back to the browser, because I'm still not finished with reading, but we will go back to the original. Wombat, tell me about the Galente line. I will do that, Delboy. Just give me a moment because I want to learn more about the Odysseus. So, the Odysseus has a expedition command burst, which I also want to take a look at because I want to see what kind of skills are benefited by using a expedition command burst. Because at the moment I can't really see the use case for that. So this is the ship. I think that's a very, very sexy looking ship. By far, probably one of the most sexy looking ships so far in the game. And this one here. And it has a 0-point mass entangler. So it is probably also very handy for wormholers. And it also has a gas cloud scoop. So this ship is more than a jack of all trades than the Stratius is. It has a gas cloud scoop, and it has the command burst, and it has drones, and it has the 0-point mass entangler. Meh, I still like my Megatron and Vexa more. I don't like it. The fishbowl comes empty. I don't like that. Hey, Qualm. Yeah, it does look like a fishbowl. You're right with that. Okay, so what else do we have? We have a 10% bonus to heavy drone, medium drone, and light drone damage. and a 50% bonus to relic and data analyzer range. I don't know whether the Stratius has a range modifier for that. Let me go back to the game, and I want to have a quick look on the Stratius. So the Stratius, what kind of benefits does it have? No. It has only a 10 point bonus to relic and data analyzer virus strength. Oh, that's a huge benefit. I didn't know that. I didn't knew that this ship has this bonus. But you know, at the moment my problem is I can't use the Tech 2 version of the relic and data analyzer. So using this ship will give me a huge bonus in my virus strength. That's actually pretty freaking huge for me. And it has a drone hit points. 10% to drone. Okay, that's odd. So this ship has a 10% bonus to drone hit points. And the other ship has a 10% bonus to heavy drone, medium drone, and light drone hit points and damage. So basically, what is the difference? You have 10% bonus to drones on one hand, and 10% on heavy, light, and medium. Does this mean that the Stratius has also a bonus, for example, for salvage drones? Or what kind of drones do they mean? Oh, the sentry drones, Nolif. That's a good call. I didn't pay attention to that one. One is any drones, one is select drones. Okay, I see. But the other ship also does not have the 10 point. Oh, yes, it has the 10 point. It's just a lot more downwards. So it's here. The 10 point bonus to relic and data analyzer virus strength. It has a cloak reduced to 15. That's the same. But I think the biggest difference is it also has a gas cloud scoop bonus, which gives 50% reduction in CPU requirement, and it has a 5% reduction in gas cloud scoop duration. So this ship is going to be able to do exploration, combat sites, and also gas cloud scooping and wormhole rolling. So that if you ever wanted to call a ship Jack of all trades, this is your go-to ship. And now let's go back to the game for a moment, because I saw that we got a second contract. And then we do the giveaway, and then we do a next one. Oh, thank you, Eternitas. Eternitas has sent us the Ogura Navy issue Serum Prime skin. If I ever have a Ogura Navy issue, I will use that. At the moment, this is not on the agenda, but maybe since we have this skin now, we will think about including it on the roadmap. So thank you a lot for that, Eternitas. And I will also activate it right away, so I don't accidentally give it away sometime. Ogura was it? Ogura. Come on. Ogura. And here it is. And activate license. So now it is activated. So let's see. Let's draw the winner. About 200 million in this data site. Ooh, that's a huge amount, Del Boy. Should have called the ship Victorinox. 50,000 cubic meter expedition hold. Yeah, Nolif. If the data is correct, then you will really be able to do long routes through the wormholes and also do a lot of nullsec exploration before you actually have to go home. So Delboy, how much is the Stratius? Does the Stratius have an expedition hold? No, right? This is the first time we have an expedition hold on a ship. Maybe that's why this ship is also so expensive in terms of production. Are you using square meters? Yes. Technically, it should be cubic meters. Okay. Let's see. And the winner of the skin is... Dradimin. Congratulations, Dradimin. You've just won yourself an Armageddon Deathglow skin. Heck yeah! Could I please have your IGN? And then I will send you over the contract. It is in low sec, so you probably have to activate it. Or you can try to retrieve it, but I personally wouldn't recommend doing this. Well, I don't think CCP uses freedom units. So, what character should I send this to, Dradimin? That is a very important question for me. Okay. While we're waiting for Dradimin to send us an IGN in chat, we know that he's here, so he has claimed, but he has not provided an in-game name yet. We will start a new giveaway. I sent it. Where did you send it, Dradimin? Oh, sorry. I completely overlooked this. Very, very sorry for that. Okay, so here you go. There is your Armageddon skin. Oh, I know. Pick me. Okay, so I have another question. What makes Amar's ships so special? Amar ships so special? I would say that for me, what makes Amar ships so special is that they don't use ammunition. When I first did my first try of an Ironman challenge on my old character, before I deleted it, I had a huge problem how tedious it was to always produce the ammunition if you want to do like belt ratting. And since you're since you're doing a very low amount of damage, since you're not using Tech 2 modules in Ironman challenge for the most part, you have to spend a lot of ammunition on the targets. So you probably have to carry like 5,000 units of ammunition around with you if you want to do like a lot of belt ratting in nullsec, for example. So that's why I decided that Amar was a nice thing. And also, I've never played Amar before. So the lasers are pretty much the biggest reason for me why I took Amar. And also, this is also a fact, I really like the style of the Amar ships, like the golden and white. I know a lot of people don't like that, but like look at the Paladin and look at how sexy this ship is. With the red and gold and the white and gold on the Armageddon. So Apocalypse, not the Armageddon. Oh, it's not gold, it's actually black. But I think this ship just looks so good. As well as the cruisers, like the Omen, also looks very, very nice. And the Harbinger, since we're flying it right now. So this one here. I like the white and gold, to be honest. Some people don't like it, I like it. I second that, no ammunition use. They all look kind of fallacy. It also has a fleet hangar for an escape frigate. I think, Nolif, you're talking about... Holy shit. Thank you very much for the raid, Bumkey. How are you doing today? So let me introduce Bumkey to my English viewers here. So Bumkey is all about EVE Online's life. They're mining, roaming, and panicking their way through events with drops galore. Newbie-friendly and planless, this German streamer is here for a good time, not a long time. Catch their mining Wednesdays and Sunday modes for some low-sec action and event talk. Just don't mention the countdown. What countdown should we not mention, Bumkey? You need to tell me. Oh, Hirnblutung wants to guide the raid today. Where should we raid later, Hirnblutung? And welcome raiders. Welcome Cosmoray, welcome Storamon, welcome The Spinning Frog, and welcome Nestiel, Hirnblutung, and Ogumu. And Schlaflos 78. Sorry, verklickt. So you didn't want to redeem this? Okay, Delboy, Hirnblutung accidentally redeemed 3,000 channel points. Could you please refund him? That would be very, very good. Nur noch X Tage bis zum Ende des Events. We are at the moment taking a look at the update. So let me change the screen again. Mira Moonchild. That's Clay. But Clay didn't redeem. Hello, Red Biene. Das ist der Panic Counter. Ah! So this is the counter that we shouldn't mention. I see. Okay. Okay. So we just have finished a giveaway, and since you have come at the perfect time, the next giveaway is going to be for a Masters at Arms Cerebral Accelerator. So, Delboy, since you are doing some mod stuff at the moment, could you also wait? You said you had heard contract, and thank you very much for the follow, der Ernie, and also thank you very much for the follow, Nestiel. By the way, we are also having a fundraising campaign at the moment for the... we're also having a fundraising campaign at the moment for the Natural History Society of South Australia, since today is the International Wombat Day, and we're trying to raise some money for this organization that does a lot of help and protection for wombats in Australia. So if you want to donate something, just use the donate to charity button below the stream, and then we can send something over to help real wombats in the wild. Hello, Kodazur, and oh, Nesty. Sorry, it's not. There's no L in the name. And Biohazard has just sent me a contract. Let me see. Biohazard. An Osprey Navy issue. Oh, also a very nice price. So, since we have so much stuff now, what should we give away? Should we give away a Masters at Arms Cerebral Accelerator? Or do you want a ship? Or do you want a skin? Let's just put it in chat. Just spam the chat for the moment. Oh, okay, Delboy has already decided. Okay, Delboy has decided we are giving away a Osprey Navy issue. So exclamation mark buy note for the Osprey Navy issue. Mod abuse. I see, so that's how it is now. Okay. So, before you were entering the stream, we are currently taking a look at the new update. Tomorrow, I will be going on the test server, and I will be streaming the how I will look at the recipes, and we will definitely try out the new mining destroyer. So that's where I'm really, really hyped for. I want hugs, sir. Please raffle these. And that's why we're currently taking a look at the new update, and also at the data mined data that is on Hobo Leaks. So we just found out that building the Odysseus, according to the data that was data mined on Hobo Leaks, is more expensive than building the Nestor. So if the data is like the data miners say, we will be able to confirm this tomorrow, then this ship will be more expensive than the Nestor to build. Which is a little bit funny because it is a battle cruiser, and if the battle cruiser is more expensive to build than the battleship in the same line, then there is something wrong, I would say. So let me see. Mining refined. Resource harvesting is getting more responsive, immersive, tactical, and rewarding than ever before. And faster mining cycles. This is really cool. I'm really looking forward for faster mining cycles, because this might sound like a very subtle change, but if you were part in the moon mining streams, do you remember then when I was moon mining, I always had the problem when rats were attacking me that I had to like end the cycles early, and I didn't get like I only got the minerals at like the end of the cycle. With this new change, I will be able to get much more minerals. I mean, it will be technically the same amount of minerals, but since I'm warping between two asteroids all the time, I will be having. I hope that I will be having a constant flow of minerals. It's a Tech 2 battlecruiser, or wasn't it a command ship? You're completely right. It is a command ship. Let me go back to the game real quick, because I have compared this to a normal battlecruiser and also to a battleship, but we actually should compare it to a command ship. Is there a faction command ship? That is the question. Do we have a faction command ship in the game at the moment? Or is this going to be the first one? Because the Odysseus is going to be a faction and not a Tech 2 ship, right? Because it does not look like a Tech 2 ship from the recipe. So I don't think we have a command. Oh, here, the alligator. The alligator is a command battlecruiser. So let's take a look at the recipe for the alligator. No. Holy shit. This thing is like, I mean, for all the people that weren't here at the start of the stream, let me show you that. So according to the game at the moment, without any research, you need 120 auto-integrity preservation seals and 60 life support backup units to build the alligator, which is also a faction command burst ship. In comparison, we have the Odysseus. I compared it to the Nestor, which I thought was a little more fair. You need 250 life support backup units and 500 auto integrity preservation seals. So you need like more than 10 times the amount of the life support backup units. And where was it? Did I close it? No. Yeah, more. No, not really 10 times, but a little bit less than 10 times the amount for the life support backup units, and at least 4 times the amount for the auto integrity. No, that's also not true. It's more than double the amount for the auto integrity preservation seals. But in terms of the net resonators, I mean, we're comparing Goristas and Sisters of Eve, so that's like comparing apples with peaches. But the Goristas, we need 100, and for the new ship, we need 250. So now let's do the same comparison that I did beforehand, and let's compare the same ship with the Nestor, which is from the Sisters of Eve and a battleship. So it's 1 ship class above. If you have a look at the Nestor at the moment, you see that building a Nestor would require 264 auto integrity preservation seals, but only 132 life support backup units, as well as 160 Sisters of Eve net resonators. The new Odysseus, according to the data miners on Hobo Leaks, say it will cost 250 life support backup units and 250 Sisters of Eve net resonators and 500 auto integrity preservation seals. That's so much more than building the Nestor. Like, you could probably build not 2, but a little bit, like almost 2 Nestors for the price of building 1 of those Odysseus. And since the Nestor is a battleship, I think that's kind of crazy, to be honest. So what are your thoughts about that? Let's go back to the game again. So I think if you want to build this ship and the numbers are exactly like they are at the moment, I would wait until you build one of those. Because I think since it is more expensive than the Nestor, they might change the amount of resources needed. So you could save up on a few more resources if you don't go for the hype and build that thing on day 1. But who am I to judge, and who am I to give you anything or any kind of recommendations, since you're probably way more knowledgeable than I am about the game. It sounds like tricking people into getting the resources beforehand and get LP out of the games and some market transfers. That could also be a thing, Nestine. They will reduce minerals recipient, I think. I also hope that they will reduce the amount of resources, as well as have a look on the new mining destroyer. We had a look at the mining destroyer earlier and compared it to another Tech 1 destroyer, which is the Coercer, because I have a Coercer. So Coercer, in comparison, at the moment costs 73,000 tritanium. It has 8% material efficiency, so let's maybe take the Dragoon. I don't think I have Dragoon. Yeah. So it's 80,000 tritanium on a non-research blueprint for a cruiser. The new mining destroyer is also a Tech 1 mining ship. And this mining ship will cost 320,000 tritanium. So you are able to build 3 normal destroyers for the price of 1 pioneer destroyer in terms of tritanium. And I think that's crazy. Like, that they priced this destroyer, which should also be for new players in the game, so high in comparison to other destroyers. But we will see. Maybe they will change the minerals, maybe not. Definitely, we will be going to the test server tomorrow, and we will compare the actual values on the test server to the values on Hobo Leaks to see whether they are in fact the same, or whether Hobo Leaks was just like spitting out speculations and the actual values are completely different. So if you don't want to miss out on that, we will start tomorrow a little bit earlier on 5 p.m. Eve, and then we will go on the test server if we are able to get there, and then we will go and see. The numbers look so great to at least half go for live. Wait, the numbers look so great to at least half for go live. And on the test server, I'm quite sure they are that numbers from Hobo Leaks. Ah, requirement. I see. The release is in 1 month. The values will probably change by then. That is true, Nolif. But I mean, we can only look at the information, and we can also rate the information that we have right in front of us, right? So we will be able to review the data and will maybe change our opinions on specific topics. But for the moment, my opinion is that the Pioneer is way overpriced, but we will definitely get it nonetheless. I hope that they will decrease the amount of tritanium needed, but I think in terms of having the ability to use 3 mining lasers, having a range bonus, which was stated on the update page. It was this one here. There was the mining ship somewhere. Here, they have a mining range increase and a gas cloud reduction and a 50% bonus to mining yield. So I think that the Pioneer is definitely going to be the go-to ship for new players if you want to search for miners. Now you want a discount. Yes, I want a discount. Mining crits, also very, very nice, because, I mean, if you have a look on my Ironman challenge, if I'm doing moon mining of very, very rare moon ore and I get a mining crit, that will be, I mean, depending on how high those crits will be, this will definitely make a difference because I will be able to return a lot earlier than without the mining crits. We will have to see whether how much skills we actually have to learn for the mining crits, and also if and how big the difference is if you use like higher tier modules. But I think mining crits are a welcomed change that I'm really looking forward to on the 18th of November. Prices of tritanium and pyrite have already increased with the event. It will go up again. That is okay for me since I'm not buying from the market, but yeah, I think everyone that is actually buying from the market is not happy about the tritanium prices being skyrocketing. Only if you're a miner. Like, if you are a miner, then probably now is the best time to sell all your tritanium and pyrite, so you are able to like profit from the hype. Mining UI and UX improvements. The mining interface has been reworked with clear and real-time data and a cleaner presentation integrated into the space scene itself. New scanners will work faster and give you a clear color-coded readouts so you can quickly see which asteroids will be worth your while, and many more improvements have been made to the mining experience. Unfortunately, they don't talk very much detail about what other improvements they've made to the mining, but I had a look at the scanner here, and since I'm not really using survey scanners, and we are using very, very small mining ships, we don't really need those, but maybe those are, like, please write in chat. Are you excited about the new changes on the survey scanners? That if you click like on the video here, And you see like the survey scanner. Wait, let me change that to HD. So if you click on the survey scanner, they will highlight the asteroids, and they will also tell you the ISK per cubic meter that you are able to get out of those asteroids. For me personally, this is not that exciting, but please tell me your opinion in chat if you think that is a good change. Hello, Dio. Welcome. How are you doing today? So, high-sec mining. High-sec mining has never looked better. New visual updates and the return of anomaly sites bring Ombre and Kernite back into high-sec. That is actually quite huge if you are a high-sec miner, I would believe, right? Because those were exclusively low-sec and null-sec ores for the past. And since they are going back to high-sec, so they were... It seems they were in high-sec in the past. I think that change is long overdue in terms of scanner technology. Playing some Magic. Oh, nice. Magic the Gathering. I tend to swap and change what I do depending on my mood. I might run level 4s. I might mine stuff. I might make stuff. It's kind of nice, but not a game changer. Okay. But the Ombre and Kernite back to high-sec, I believe that should really impact the market, right? Because Kernite and Ombre were really rare normally. And Kernite is also, I believe, a great source of isogen, if I'm not wrong. Let me take a look. So Kernite should be isogen. Yes, it has 120 isogen and 60 maxillon on reprocessing. And Ombre, I don't think I have Ombre anywhere. It has isogen and pyrite, so it has a huge amount of pyrite and also a lot of isogen. So the isogen prices probably should be going down with those, since Kernite and Ombre will be much more available in high-sec, and that means more isogen. So I would guess isogen prices should go down. Like I said, it's not important for us. But I would guess that this is probably one of the changes that might affect the economy. We have Eden Comchain Lightning ships, Triglavian Voltan Projector ships, and we couldn't get a scanner reading and saying how much the total M3 of the rock is worth till now is crazy. Yeah, I mean, like you said, this change is probably way overdue. So, this is something I am really excited about. Because I told you that we want to go into the abyssals. And if we are able to get mutaplasmids, those mutaplasmids will actually be a game changer for my Ironman challenge. Because since I'm not really able to get my hands on Tech 2 equipment, and also not really able to get my hands that easily on faction equipment, that means I could use mutaplasmids to mutate meta version modules. And if the mutations are getting good perks, then I might be able to get like Tech 2 equipment in terms of capabilities. And since we're now getting mining mutaplasmids in the future, I think that's a really good thing that I'm definitely very excited for. Perhaps you can have your avatar sooner. We're not talking about an avatar here, Noliv. I tend to look at how much I can fit in my ore hold and how many trips to clear a belt, etc. But knowing which rocks will give more ISK overall to prioritize them is a bonus. Okay, so before we go deeper into the 2D map, let's first do the draw on the Osprey. So, Delboy, do you want to do the draw? Or maybe Biohazard wants to do it. Osprey Navy issue. And there is Delboy. Let's see. And the winner is Jacob's I Captain. Jacob Keys Captain. You are the lucky winner of an Osprey Navy issue. Congratulations on that one. So please put your IGN in chat so I can send you over the prize. Hey, Jacob! Great to see you. And there goes the IGN. And thank you very much. And I missed the J. Here is your Osprey Navy issue. I wish you a lot of fun with it. And before I will talk about a new giveaway, Delboy, do you plan to hijack my giveaway again? Or can I start a new one? And I mean this with the utmost respect and not being mad at you at all. I just want to know whether I should start the giveaway or you want to do it. You are the boss. Okay. Then I think now is a good time to start a giveaway for a Masters at Arms cerebral accelerator. So start giveaway. Masters at Arms accelerator. Let's do 100. And the giveaway is started. So one Masters at Arms cerebral accelerator is going to one of you in about half an hour, I would say. As long as the Welsh Delboy isn't giving away his used socks again. That's a good point. That's definitely a good point, Benche. Okay, so let's take a look at the 2D map information that we have. So, the new way to see the stars. A tactical, easy to read 2D map gives capsuleers the clarity they need for planning and exploration. It's a long requested feature that enhances both accessibility and strategic gameplay. The new 2D view delivers improved system visualization, clear jump ranges, and a dual data overlays, offering precise navigation, sharper tactical insight directly in the game. It's the new map new pilots needed and veterans wanted. I'm actually very, very hyped for this feature. Like, I'm genuinely honest to you. This here is for me a very, very nice thing, which I really like. Because at the moment, I have to use Eve Eye on my second monitor because the in-game map is not very good to look at. I did try out the 2D version they have in the game. So I think you can, at the moment, go into the settings in, I think it was gameplay. And you can use the classic star map. So this is the current 2D version of the map. But if you have a look at this is not really nice to look at, and also I think not really that comprehensible. And if I, for example, look at Eve Eye is like so much more clean and really nice. You can see like the different layouts of the constellations, and that's really something which I want. So it's like the in-game version of Dotlan. So that would be my hopes. If we go there and we have a look at the map, if it looks similar to Dotlan, then I think we have a very, very good thing. The classic star map isn't really 2D. It's just a smoshed 3D map. That is true. that might be the case why this is so hard to look at. Okay. So yeah, that's one thing I would definitely will be trying out on the test server, and I'm really looking forward whether this is going to be a good thing or not. Okay. Both 2D and 3D maps will feature ore availability indicators, enhanced data readability, and customizable scales, including logarithmic options for greater clarity in every view. I hope they don't fuck up with the current filters, because the 3D map in the game has so much stuff that you can filter on, and I would really like them to like keep those filters. But at the moment, like if the map, that if it comes out and it looks like this, I'm more than happy. But I would personally would prefer it to look like Dotlan. Time to gather the probably 800,000 Sisters of Eve loyalty points. I like the immersion of the 3D map. When I'm streaming it to my friends and they ask why I play, I open the map and slowly zoom out so they understand the scale of New Eden. I also showed this my wife, Vanche, and Mrs. Wombat had one look at the map and was like, no. Okay, let's talk about the next new big thing. Learn the ropes with a new epic arc. That's also one thing I'm really excited for, because at the moment, the only epic arc that I'm able to do in my Ironman challenge is the Sisters of Eve epic arc, and we've done this 2 times now. And I mean, it's getting boring if you do it constantly, always the same stuff. So I'm really excited for this new epic arc, because I actually really like the lore that they put into the game. I would like them doing like much more of this stuff. So whether you're warping into New Eden for the first time, or you just want to explore everything the new expansion has to offer, a new accessible and brief epic arc has got you covered. Explore and experience the new mining content through an introductory narrative journey intended to test a new way to introduce expansion content. Oh, so they're trying this as a kind of tutorial for expansion content. That's pretty cool. At the end, you will have a new Pioneer mining destroyer to launch your mining career. Oh, dang it. You know what? What we will do, since I am not allowing myself to use any ships that I have not produced myself or found in space, once we get the mining destroyer from the new epic arc, we will give it away on stream. So that will be happen. That's going to happen. Since I'm not, I probably will be crying because I can't use the ship. And it is a cool ship, but we will be giving away this on stream. So if you want to have a Pioneer, a second Pioneer, without doing the epic arc again, then I would say keep an eye out. Find in space is a loose term. That is true, Delboy. That is very true. I hear the sadness in your voice. Yes, I'm honestly a little bit sad, but I have to stay true to my principles. And when I first started this challenge, I said I only use stuff I've built, I've bought from NPCs, or I have produced myself. I will use... I won't use modules and ships I get from NPCs, because that will shorten the struggle that I have getting to the ship. Like, imagine me getting a Pioneer just immediately. On the other hand, imagine me not getting the Pioneer, but actually getting the blueprint, mining the resources that are needed, building the goddamn ship, and then having this ship like an achievement to myself. So I think for me, and also for the viewer, this is much more exciting to watch than just getting a free ship from the Epic Arc. So Eternitas, I get that you like don't understand this rule, but like I said, I am staying true to my principles. They need to flat out admit the Sisters of Eve Epic Arc in the cahoots with rogue drones, and it's gonna cause a conflict with the Triglavian beyond the lame excuse of Eden.com's plot armor. I think you will have to explain this a little bit more in detail, Venche, because I don't know about the cahoots with the rogue drones and the Triglavian lame excuse for the Eden.com's plot armor. Also eine Paladin zu bekommen ist nicht Selbstgeißelung genug. Eternitas, no. Apparently it's not enough. But technically, if the game gives you a free ship, you are buying it from the NPC for free. I mean, you can take a look at that, but I wouldn't phrase it like that. So I think like we're giving away this ship, which is good for you, and we are building the ship ourselves. And I think that way it's going to be way more fun and more feel like an achievement. And Mefukin has redeemed the very strong German accent again. Of course you will get your strong German accent. And by the way, I have to do another round of notifications. So at the moment we are having a fundraiser for the wait a second. I have to learn this name. It is the Natural History Society of South Australia Incorporated. You can also use the !charity command, because today is the International Wombat Day. So I decided I want to do a little fundraiser to raise money for wombats in the wild. And this organization does help the wombats and protects their habitats. If you're interested in learning more about the organization, then you can use the link I have put in the chat right now. And if you're interested in maybe throwing a little dollar at this campaign, then you can use the donate to giveaway button, which you should find anywhere around the stream. So Twitch is not taking any cuts from that, so 100% of the money is actually going to the fundraiser. Okay, so Triglavians are constantly battling rogue drones in Poshvan, along with the Drifters and Eden.com. Eden.com also understands the risk about rogue drones. And when the Triglavians were invading Eden.com, were their counter. And even though more people align with Triglavians, Eden.com won the fight and pushed Triglavians back to the Abyss in Poshvan. Ah, I see. I wasn't in the game when the Triglavians came into the game, unfortunately. I think that would have probably be very, very interesting. I have a strong feeling that the new Epic Arc will let you mine stuff and give it to NPCs. So technically you mine it by yourself. Maybe you also provide the BPC. So you even have to build it yourself. That way it would be fine for me, Eternitas. Like if the Epic Arc does provide the BPC somehow and will have you mine the ore and build the ship yourself, then that would be okay for me. But getting a finished ship out of the Epic Arc, that is a no-go for me in my Ironman challenge. Did you do career agent missions when you started your Ironman character? No, Normal. When I started my Ironman character, I only did a belt rating, and I also did like combat sites, yeah, but mostly belt rating. And once I reached 5 million skill points, and I basically had enough, so the skill points from my alpha character were no longer being able to being learned by using the skill queue automatically. Then I decided I wanted to do the career agents as part of the air career program, so I would get the additional skill points that you get from the air career program. But all of the ships I've got through the career agents, I've either trashed or I've either reprocessed them. I haven't used a single ship out of the career agents. But I can also show you the current status or current progress of my air career programs. So you see that for the Enforcer, for example, I only have 2 out of 10 career agent missions. And for the Explorer, I have 0 out of 5 career agent missions. And the Industrialist, I have only 2 out of 10. The only one which I've done the full 10 out of 10 were the career agent missions for the Soldier of Fortune, because I didn't really want to do the PvP goals, because those would have been very hard for me to complete. Edencom recently, as seen with the biocybernetic sites, are performing experiments on blank clones with AI, making drone people. Oh, I didn't know that the biocybernetic sites were from the Edencom. But good to know. Yeah, rest in peace, Neira. I am out of context at the moment. Wombat, do you know that Wombat is short for Women's Battalion? No, I actually don't know that, Qualb. But now I learned something new. This is also why they barred Edencom ships from entering the cybernetic sites, because the AI has access to their network and it would be nothing for them to intrude. This is also why the AI clones, drone people, are fleeing to spread through New Eden. I have a problem. The pacifier is running out of space again. Delboy, I think there is a new ship which has a expedition hold to counter this problem for you in the future. So you probably want to have a look and get this ship here. Good morning, mate. How are you? Hey, Booga. I am doing very well, and thank you for reminding me to drink something. Booga, at the moment we are having we are celebrating the International Wombat Day. And we also having a fundraiser for the wombats, because we are raising money for the Natural History Society of South of Australia Incorporated. Maybe you know this organization. They do like a lot of stuff to preserve and protect the habitats of wombats in South Australia. But first of all, let's give Mr. Booga AU a shout out. Delboy, could you please do that? Or oh wait, yeah, please do that. I will be doing the other stuff. Sure, thank you. So Booga AU is a Australian streamer, as you can probably tell from his suffix, and he's also very interesting and very entertaining to watch. So if you're looking for a new streamer which you want to listen to, he's also streaming in the mornings in Europe. So Booga AU is your place, and yeah, give him a shout out, have a look at his content, and maybe you want to stay. He's a bloody palm. Okay, so we talked about the mining improvements, we talked about the high-sec mining, the new 2D map, and the epic arc. So last two things are the Plex logs. This is not really one thing I'm particularly interested in, but I think it's a great convenience feature that they should have had for long in the game. Because I always wondered, why doesn't Plex show up in the transaction history? So what they are basically doing is they will introduce this kind of window here for Plex. And I think that's a long awaited feature that should have been in the game for a very long time. And last but not least, now let's look at the carrier changes, Delboy, since you were very excited for those. So carriers are receiving a buff to utility, a visual refresh, and a reduction in manufacturing costs. These are not drastic changes, but rather incremental adjustments, so we can monitor the effects and work with capsuleers to refine their role in the ecosystem. Okay, that was very, very short. Let's definitely take a look at the hobo leaks on that one. So where is the carriers? And I also want to first have a look at the graphical changes. So let's take, for example, the Nidogur. So this is going to be the new Nidogur. Let's put it like that in the middle. And now let's switch back to the game and we do a 1-of-1 comparison with the old Nidogur. Nidogur. Show info. And let's go to the skin section. Okay. So this is the old Nidogur. Let me see if I can get my browser window on the other side of this. So let's add the browser. Browser. Where the hell is it? Browser. Window. Here we have it. Yes. Okay, we should be able to get this somehow on the side. Okay, so this is the old one. And on the other side, we have the new one. So maybe let's do this a little bit smaller. So I think that they shortened it a lot. Like if you have a look at this picture here on the left, I think that they have shortened the carrier. Because on the right one, this ship looks much longer than on the left. Or is it only me? But I do like what they did with the exterior of the Nidogur. So they increased the contrast and it also looks a lot more rusty now. And they also added like lights to the front. But it somehow seems that they have shortened the ship. Or is it only me? Let me... it does look like they removed a section. Yeah, that could be. I think they removed... Yeah, I think they made this part here a lot shorter. Because you can see on the left, you can see the hangar. Shorter or wider, who knows? I don't know. Field of view, pancake lens, something. Look at the front with the opal panel section to the small rectangle section. They have also a second image, which is this one. So this is the ship from the front. But you can't really tell a lot from these images. But it does look a lot shorter in this one. We will see. we will take a look at the carriers on the test server tomorrow. So in terms of the looks, and then we will see how the difference is. So Delboy, is there a special carrier that you want me to look at and compare? Since I have both of the windows open next side by side. I have the first one on this picture. So you mean the Caldari one? The, what is this called? The Chimera? They wanted to make sure everyone knew the Amar carrier was the longest. Amar for the win. Amar for the win. By the way, if they decide, they decided to reduce the production costs on the carriers, right? So that was one thing we've just read. And I think if the reduction is very, very big, that could mean that maybe the capital ship I was like speculating and dreaming about, which we probably would go for after the Paladin, could be a carrier. I'm not promising anything here, but it is an option. Let's put it like that. But first of all, let's build the Paladin before we talk about any capitals in detail. Okay, so this is the old carrier, and this is the new one. I think the new one is a lot more darker, right? Or is this just the lighting? Maybe this is just the lighting. But I don't see that much changes on the Mark area, to be honest. And thank you very much for the follow, HD Puppy. And welcome. And by the way, exclamation mark buy note if you haven't entered for the giveaway. We will draw the winner in just a moment. On day 453 in 2027, Wombat has all the things to make his carrier. Bookmark that date. It might come true. It will definitely take a few years, yes. So I don't think we will be able to do this in 2026. And thank you very much for the follow, Kilo Nova T. So let me see. I wanted to see. It's a little bit like they added a bit more stuff, and I think they made it wider, right? It looks a lot wider on the right, on the left, in comparison to the right one. So I think the Amar carrier got some love in terms that they made it wider. And I see a little bit more stuff on the top going on. Like they flattened it a lot more. Okay, but these were the changes for the new patch and the new expansion. If you don't want any more of those ships to look at, then I would say we are finished with the carriers for now. Then we will go into the hobo leaks and have a look at the actual data of those. Where did they put the info or length with the new ship information window? That's a good question. I don't know that. Angles and artist renditions give and take away. That is true. That is like not actual in-game images. So it could be totally different in-game. But that's why we're going to the test server tomorrow, so we can see how those look in the preview. There are more of those sticking up in the front on the new one. Ah, I see. That's one. Okay, so we want to have a look at the new items. Or maybe is it a new item? It's not really a new item, right? I want to see the Archon. Let me look for the Archon. No. So it seems there are no entries here for the new recipes. Or maybe Outrider, Pioneer Consortium, Venture Consortium, Mobile Phase Anchor. Oh, the Mobile Phase Anchor. Okay. Okay. That thing is going to be too expensive for me, probably, to build a lot of. I mean, technically, so they said that they will have these new rifts. And to mine the primacetite from the new rifts, you will have to anchor a mobile phase anchor. And from the data miners, data on HoboLeaks, it says that you need one organic mortar applicator, which is PI material, which we already have. And it needs a self-harmonizing power core. I don't know where you get this from, but I think that's a component that you have to craft, and you will need a blueprint for. Then you need one Atavum. So it seems they want something for you to spend Atavum on. Since otherwise I don't see any reason why they put Atavum on the recipe. And then they need guidance systems. And all the other stuff is Megasite, Sidrin, Noxium, Isogen, Maxalon, Pyrite, and Tritanium. That honestly does not look that bad. We will have a look at the self-harmonizing power core and also at the guidance systems. And we want to see how big of an impact this is. Let me see. It's now with the attributes, but on the lower left side, the Nidogore is 2,188 meters long. When you go to attributes, you scroll way down, it gives you overall mass, and I believe it gives you how long the ship is as well in meters. So the Archon is indeed the longest. And the Nidogore is actually the shortest. I have 4 Atavum. I got it from a 0.7 site. Oh, nice. I also have a few Atavum. Let me go back to the game. Atavum. I actually have 5 Atavum at the moment. So that means I could technically build 5 of those mobile anchor stuff. The problem is that the blueprint for this thing will be 140 million ISK, according to the data miners. And the self-harmonizing power core and the guidance systems. That's something I want to take a look at. And by the way, hello Mr. Z Gaming. And exclamation mark buy note if you haven't entered the giveaway yet. We are raffling a Masters at Arms Cerebral Accelerator at the moment that will give you 10 points on all the important attributes for about 24 hours. Maybe some of the sections of the Nidogore waste rusted away. Maybe. So, guidance systems. Guidance systems. So the guidance systems are a P3 material, okay? And it needs water-cooled CPUs and transmitters. I'm not sure whether we have transmitters at the moment. Let me see on my PI industry planet. So we at the moment... Oh wait, I actually should go here. That's probably easier. I don't see transmitters at the moment. We have a lot of the other stuff, but we don't have the transmitters. So the transmitters we would have to change something for, because that's a P2. So probably we could repurpose one of our factories to do this. Since we can't increase the amount of factories on this planet, we're already at the maximum amount. But if we repurpose, for example, the fertilizer, then we could get the transmitters, and the self-harmonizing power core is a P4 mineral, and we would need nuclear reactors, camera drones, and hermetic membranes. I don't think I've ever produced any of those yet. So we need genetically enhanced livestock. Polyamerites. That's also, I think, exactly the two P2 minerals that we don't have on this planet. Dang it, why do they need one of those? We have so much P2 minerals, but we don't have those here. We don't have rocket fuel, we don't have silicate glass. So if you have a look at the factories at the moment, and we, for example, would change the schematic. Look at all the P2s. We, at the moment, are producing enriched uranium, fertilizer, livestock, mechanical parts, microfiber shielding, miniature electronics, nanites, oxides, superconductors, supertensile plastics, synthetic oil, test cultures, and viral agents, and water-cooled CPUs. What we are not producing at the moment is transmitters, silicate glass, rocket fuels, polytextiles, polyamerites, and genetically enhanced livestock. And these are exactly the things that we need for building the new Anchor structure, that we need for harvesting the ore from the new rifts that will occur. I think that's kind of ironic, to be honest. Like, why the hell does it actually need to be the stuff that we don't have on our industry planet? It's like they want to mock me here. Okay, I think you waited long enough. And let's draw the winner for the Masters at Arms Cerebral Accelerator. And the winner is Hardcore Blob. Hardcore Blob, congratulations. You've won yourself one Masters at Arms Cerebral Accelerator. Congratulations. Could I please have your IGN in chat so I can send you over the prize? You will have to pick it up in a treen though. Come on, Hardcore Blob. Yes. Oh, nice. Thanks a lot. Of course. You're more than welcome, Hardcore. And there is your IGN. Perfect. So let me get this. And... I forgot one letter. And here is your Masters at Arms Cerebral Accelerator. Congratulations. Hey, Faldini. How are you doing today? Okay, so for the next giveaway, let me see. What do we have right now? I think we got some ships from Delboy earlier. And we also got a few ships lying around. So we have a Caracal Navy issue, a Corex, and a Castril. Let's do a very short giveaway. Only... Oh, wait. Delboy, since you were the one that donated this, have you meant this like as a starting package? Or do you want me to raffle all these ships separately? Because I think the incentive of the T1 ships probably isn't that big on the T1 frigate and destroyer. But that's why I'm asking. Maybe you have thought about that you want to raffle those as a package? Okay, so until Delboy answers, I think he said to give them out as a package. I don't know that. I want confirmation from Delboy, so it would be lovely if Delboy could answer. Yes, it is a package. Okay, perfect. So, then please start the giveaway for the package. Let's call it startup package or something like that. So the next giveaway prize is going to be a package containing a Castril, a Heron Navy issue, a Corex, and a Caracal Navy issue. So those are the ships contained in the package. I was asked earlier from Delboy which I think is the best starting ships for a new player. And I said exactly these ships here, like the Kestrel, the Heron, the Corax, and the Caracal. So that's why we have this starter package now here. So if you are a new player, try to get those ships, and they will help you a lot in getting your feet into New Eden. Okay, and also we have to activate those skins because these were given to me as a gift to Elara and not for them to be given away. So we should have them now, or not. You already have a license. Do I have 2 of those skins? Oh, I think that's a bug. Okay. We won't care about that. Okay, let's go back to the browser. So Amar Ironman is definitely hard mode. Yes, the Black Heart. It is a lot harder. That's for sure. I think. By the way, do you like the browser a little bit smaller? Like, do you like to have the gameplay in the background? Or do you like the full screen version? Because I think it's a lot easier to read the full screen version. But if you like the gameplay in the background and you prefer like the browser on one of the sides, then we can also do that. Those ships would suit my Kaldari alt, Doomguy Wolfenstein, nicely. He only has missile and rocket skills, and he refuses to use guns. Oh, what a nice roleplay. So let's see. Since none of you has answered, I would go back to the full screen version. So let's see. What I want to find out is we now know that these here are all PI. So basically this module or this item here, if we want to build this, technically it is Ironman friendly, but we would have to completely restructure our industry planet in terms of the schematics. Like, these factories will stay at the same places, but we will have to change the schematics around to build the self-harmonizing power core and the guidance systems. But other than that, it's just normal minerals. So I think we might be able to build one of those in the future and actually try out one mobile phase anchor myself. Unfortunately, it does cost 140 million ISK for the blueprint. And that's going to be a big investment that really needs to return. So maybe we can do this once we have gotten into wormhole ratting, and also we've gotten into home fronts a little bit. Do you only have one PI planet? We only have one planet for PI where we build the stuff, Eternitas. So if I go back to the gameplay real quick, and let me remove the browser because it's annoying, then we can open up the PI, and then you see that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 extraction planets and one planet where I am manufacturing all the stuff. So this is my setup at the moment. Since I am only playing with one character on one account, I don't have the luxury of having multiple alts with multiple different PIs, and I can funnel that to my main. So I have to do everything on this single character. That is why my PI layout is like that. And if you don't play under the same constraints, I wouldn't recommend you to take a example on my PI layout because it's probably very inefficient. Okay, let's go back to the browser. And I also want to look at the... Oh, those are the mining crystals. Interesting. Unrefined titanium formula. Oh, holy shit. That's expensive as hell. So if you have a look at the reactions here, first of all, if we want to mine the new ore, we would need to get the mobile phase anchor blueprint, which has a price tag of 140 million. If we further want to use the primacetite that we get from those phase anchors, we would need to get the unrefined formulas for the ore that we want. For example, if I want titanium, then I would need to spend another 50 million ISK for the unrefined titanium formula. And I would need to put in 100 atmospheric gases, which come from moon ore mining in HiSec mostly, and 100 compressed prismaticide. And then I would get 100 unrefined titanium, which equals up to 90,000 titanium. I'm not sure how fast you get the prismaticide, but in terms of will this be worth for titanium, I'm not sure. But let's look if we can get mercuxid, for example, and we can get morphite. So for the same amount that we have to spend for the titanium formula, we could also spend 50 million ISK, which I would probably do, for the morphite formula. It has 100 compressed and 3,000 atmospheric gases, but we will get out 100 unrefined morphite, which equals up to 90,000 morphite. I don't know how much morphite you get from deep core mining, since I've never done this, but morphite, 90,000 morphite, sounds like a lot to me. Like, normally, I only get morphite from reprocessing any modules, and then I get only like 1 or 2 or 3. But you don't think it's the number, but the ID of the object. Oh. So it's 100 unrefined morphite. Yeah, okay, that could also make sense. You're right. Since the number is somewhat similar. Yeah, maybe it is the idea and not the amount. So 100 unrefined morphite. I don't know how much morphite you get out of the unrefined materials, but still 100 morphite is a lot for my Ironman. So if I would invest into those stuff, I would be able to get morphite on another way than deep core mining. Have you got the Harbinger Deathglow skins? I have a lot of Harbinger skins. I don't know if I have the Deathglow skin. Harbinger, let me see. So Harbinger. I have... Yes, I have the Deathglow. The only skins which I'm missing for the Harbinger is the Blood Raider, the Halcyon Dawn, the IGC Imperial Jubilee, the Iron Blood, the Luminaire Zenith, the Oasis of Faith, the War Reserves Lieutenant, and the Yule Star. All the other skins I've got for the Harbinger. Okay. Is there anything more that we should talk about? Let me see. Reprocessing. Traits, attributes. Oh, that's interesting. The capital traits. Let's talk wombats. That's a good idea, Eternitas. Let me get a wombat fact for you. A one that you don't know yet, most likely. And okay. I think I've told that one already. Okay, that's interesting. Do you know that wombats actually don't lap water, but they scoop it up with their lips like a vacuum cleaner? So they suck it from the river instead of like lapping it like a cat, for example. I didn't know that. So I hope you are satisfied with your little wombat fact. Delboy, look at the screen. There we have the capital changes. So the Rorqual, for example. And somewhere down here, we should have the capitals, right? No. Why we don't have the capitals? We should have the carriers. This is only the Rorqual. The Orca, the Porpoise, the Pioneer. I wanted to see the changes on the carriers, but it doesn't seem they have this on Hobo Leaks. Expert systems strings. So I think we are actually finished with all the data here, except you have something that you are specifically interested in. I could, for example, look what the command burst. I wanted to see what the command burst is doing. So let me see if we have skills somewhere here. Effects. No. Attributes, traits, dynamic items. That does not look like it. Do you know if there are these skills for the command bursts somewhere? Let's see. Command burst. 16 results. But that's probably the items then. Expedition command burst. Reload time, secondary skill. I want to see the effect. Maybe it's in the effects then. Imagine wombats with straws. Yeah, never thought about that, but that's a very nice idea. So effects per type. Oh, there we have it. Expedition command burst. Expedition strange charge. But this is not the effects. Where the hell would I see this? Attributes? Command burst strength. Attributes by type. I want to see what is done by the expedition command bursts. Does one of you know that? Like, what benefit do you get from the expedition command bursts? Was that already mined somewhere? Like, or am I just too stupid to find it myself? Because I found the blueprint, I found the item. What I haven't found is the actual stuff that is done by this. Oh, here we have it. I have it. So we have the Expedition Strength Charge. The Strength Charge will give you a... you will give allied ships a enhanced probe scan strength and analyzer virus coherence. So that's the first one. Probe scan strength, not descan strength. You will get a probe scan strength and analyzer virus coherence. So that will be a huge benefit if you are a hacking ship and you have a burst ship doing the expedition strength charge. Then you have the expedition reach charge, which gives a directional scanner, analyzer, and salvager range. Added descan range, that's going to be a huge game changer. So what you are saying is I need to follow you in one of these ships to help you not fail on the cans. Yes, Delboy. Thank you for asking, but yes. But added descan range is going to be a huge game changer in wormhole PvP fights, I think. Like, imagine if one side has a Odysseus, which does the expedition reach charge, and the people are actually able to descan for a further range, so they are able to see targets before the targets are able to spot them. Like, imagine that. Imagine flying around cloaked in a wormhole, and you are able to spot people before they can see you on their descan somewhere. Or maybe if you're cloaked, it wouldn't make a difference. So maybe wormholes are not the best, but if you're going through nullsec, for example. I wonder if it will also help to find old deep safes in system. Maybe. We don't know how big the increase is, because apparently it does not show anything about the increase. But let's go to the next one. So we have the Expedition Efficiency Charge. The Expedition Efficiency Charge gives the ships enhanced improving time to get results from probes and salvagers. Okay, so it will decrease the cycle time on the salvagers and the probe scanner. I mean, for the probe scanner, okay. But for the salvagers, I think this might be really huge for people in high sec that will use this ship alongside their salvaging ships to be able to salvage the stuff faster. With an added descan range, since most people just try to get 14 AU from things. Sure, that could be possible. It's always been 14.3 AU because in meters, that's the largest integer held in a single 32-bit number. So finally, descan goes 64-bit. Oh yeah, let's talk technical here. Hello, Lotus Space, welcome. But that is time for me to say goodnight. Docking up with a full cargo and need to move back tomorrow to contract it for sale. So descan is going from Super Nintendo to Nintendo 64. Okay, Delboy, thank you for being here. I wish you a very good night. And yeah, hopefully see you tomorrow. We will tomorrow, tomorrow 5 p.m. Eve. We will go to the test server when it opens. We will try to go to the test server and we will confirm whether the values we're looking at the moment are the right ones or if the stuff is actually different on the test server. So if you're interested in that, tomorrow 5 p.m. Eve, Wombat time. Okay, so the next is the... Okay, this is the Expedition Command Burst Tech 2, which gives a 25% bonus effect strength. And then we have the Sisters Expedition Command Burst, which also gives a 25%. Maybe it has a little bit different fitting stuff. Then we have the Mind Link. What the hell is the Mind Link? Okay. Apparently, Mind Link does not see. Good luck with the giveaway, guys. Yeah, thank you. I wish you also a very good luck with getting the starter package. Oh, it's an implant. I see. So this implant will also give you 25% bonus to Expedition Command Burst effect strength and duration. So if you are using a sister Command Burst and the Mind Link implant, you will get 25%. So 25% here, 25% here. That means 50% more duration and also 50% more strength. And Venche wants to learn something new about wombats. Of course, Venche. I will give you this for the International Wombat Day. By the way, for all the new people joining, normally we don't do that, but today is the International Wombat Day. And since I am the Warping Wombat, I decided I want to do a little fundraiser for the Natural History Society of South Australia Incorporated. And because they are doing a lot of helping wombats and preserving their habitats. So that's why I want to raise some money for charity purposes. So if you use !charity, you are able to have a look at their website. And if you want to like throw a little dollar towards them, you can use the big donate to charity button next to the stream. I thank you very much for anything you're able to throw at them, because I think wombats are very beautiful creatures, and we really should do anything to prevent them from going extinct. Okay. Far from that, I think at the moment we don't have any more stuff to look at. So I would say let's close the browser and let's see if we can find one of those biosecurity sites, biocybernetic sites, sorry, and do one biocybernetic site for the evening before raiding out today. And holy shit, this system is so good. Look at how much biocybernetic sites we have here again. I mean, last time we had so much sites, and this time we have again so much of those. So I will really bookmark this location here. Biocybernetic haven. Heaven, not haven. Yeah, we will need we'll need to make some more command clones. Imagine, I mean, I don't know the values right now. We probably will be able to see that on the test server tomorrow, but I'm really interested to see how big the D-scan range increase is with the implant and everything. You will get your wombat fact in a moment. I just want to orbit this. And hello, Dio. So your wombat fact is going to be, do you know that wombats can actually hold their breath for about 6 minutes? And Dio has redeemed the very strong German accent. Oh no, not again. I will get the very strong German accent. Just give me 1 second to start the timer. And timer has started. So, now we are talking in a very strong German accent. I hope you don't mind. Okay, it seems you have emotional damage from this. So, why the hell is my local overlapping with those here? Can I somehow... I want to stop the opportunities from showing. Yeah, much better. Much better now. You orbit the wrong thing. Oh! Yeah, thank you for pointing this out. I am actually orbiting the wrong thing, so I get no... progress. Very good to point this out. Thank you. So, here we are. Let's get rid of the shuttle. Come on. Yes, shuttle is gone. Yes, I deserve that bonk. I deserve this bonk. This time, definitely. That was a huge fuck up from my side. The site is done. How can the site be done? We have the ventures here and everything. And we also get, like, progress. How can this site be done? If you change from full screen to fixed window or vice versa, it will slightly change your UI placement. You won't have the boss, I think. Let's see. I don't think we won't have the boss. I have removed the opportunities here. So maybe that's why you think that we don't have the site going right now. And timer is over. 2 minutes are over. That means we are torquing normal again. So I hope you all have enjoyed the little sneak peek into the upcoming update. This is actually the first time I'm doing this thing. Please give me feedback whether you thought this was a good idea or not. Because if you don't like this, then in the future I won't do this again. But if you think that was a cool thing, then I might do this again in the future when we have like another update. Do like a little review of the points stated in the news. Somebody probably entered and then warped out. Why do you think so? Because we have draw out the null prime subject on the left here. So I think we still should be golden in getting the stuff. I can't shoot the shuttle. It's 13 kilometers away. I can't shoot 13 kilometers. The maximum amount I can shoot is actually 11 kilometers. So when this stuff is out of range, I can't shoot it. Good on. Need more. Okay. So that's a good positive feedback then. Since you are the only one speaking out at the moment. I think I sent that before you opened up the opportunity tab. Ah, okay, that could be true, yes. And hello, Caroline, how are you doing today? Let me give you a shout out. So, Caroline, we just had a look at the new Odysseus and the other stuff that is happening on the new update. And I think you are probably most excited for the new Odysseus battlecruiser, right? Because we just found out that the expedition command burst is able to go and use charges that will actually increase the D-scan range. So if you have this ship nearby, there is a command burst charge that will increase your virus coherence. Thank you, Booga. Thank you for the 15 Australian dollars to support the History Society of South Australia. Yeah, I learned a lot from the preview. Oh, very nice. The new Sisters of Eve ship gonna be expensive though. Yes, it's more expensive to build than a Nestor. So imagine the price tag, it will probably be double the amount of the Nestor. That's what I'm thinking. Gotta love the animals, yes. Wombats are beautiful little creatures. So Caroline, today we are celebrating the International Wombat Day. Isn't that beautiful? So it's actually, like, first I didn't know that, but someone pointed this out on Discord to me that, hey, by the way, today is the International Wombat Day, and I was like, what? We have an International Wombat Day? How cool is that? So that's why we are having a fundraiser to raise money for wombats, and I've chosen the Natural History of Society of South Australia Incorporated, which are doing a lot of projects to like protect the habitats and preserve wombat population. And I think that's a very good thing. That's why I wanted to raise some money for that. I think it should be a requirement that if you fly the Odysseus, you have to anger a god. Then you get lost in the wormhole space, recreating the Odysseus in New Eden. About 500 to 600,000 loyalty points and some mineral change. Not only some mineral change, Dio. You will also have to spend 250 Sisters of Eve net resonators. That's an additional 250 million ISK that you have to calculate, and you also have to spend 250 life support backup units and 500 of those preservation seals. That's a lot of additional ISK. Yes, I calculated those in there. Okay, so the 600,000 are already for the net resonators, but you still have to go for the preservation seals and the auto integrity preservation seals and the life support backup units. So those are still not in your calculation. Those are not LP items. Caroline, what does that mean? Is this a expression of anger, or did you roll accidentally over your keyboard? So, how much do we have? I think 1 or 2 waves, and then we're finished with this side. And there's another shuttle. Stop triggering my ticks. I didn't say the word. The little yellow guy from Pokemon. How would I know that I trigger one of your ticks then? I only know of the Pika one. You did the other one. Yeah, but I don't know which. Bad Wombat. The sea puppies. Okay, I think you need to tell me that on Discord, because I'm really not sure what you mean right now. And Leo Skyblade is bonking me for that. Look, now we have Leo Skyblade bonking me for triggering your ticks. The preservation. Ah, I see. Now Leo Skyblade is abusing one of your ticks. That's not nice, Leo Skyblade. Be nice to Caroline. Hello there, Alamok. How are you doing today? We are currently doing some bio-cybernetic sites again. And we just finished having a look at the update news. And tomorrow on 5 p.m. Eve time, when the test server opens, I will be going and streaming from the test server, and we will take a look at the update. So if you're interested about that, then please be sure to come into stream tomorrow. Because I actually asked Mrs. Wombat whether it would be okay for her if I go to online a little bit earlier. Might make you goal a little bit easier. Yes, the new mining destroyer might increase the mining yield I am able to do. But if you have a look at the recipe for the new mining destroyer, Alamak, from what it looks like, it will be much more expensive than the Venture. Like really, really much more expensive. And thank you and welcome to the community for Mordecai. Thank you for the follow. I need to plan my event for this weekend to celebrate my 1,000 follower goal. But my health is so unpredictable. Need to wait till the hospital visit tomorrow before I can make plans. Okay, then I wish you a lot of luck with that one, Caroline. So you can really celebrate your 1,000 follower goal. That's a huge milestone, to be honest. Is it only me or is your game laggy at the moment? Audio is fine, game still slideshow. Really? The game is a slideshow? Could you please give me a feedback whether this is for all of you? My game also stutters in biosites. Okay, so maybe this could be just the biosites then. It looks fine on my side. Good to me. Okay, so it seems no one else is having issues. So maybe it's only you. I will do a refresh. Yes, I made it last weekend. After streaming for over a year, it took me longer to grow cause all of my health issues interrupting my life. What are your plans, or haven't you made up a plan what you want to make? Like, I know that you said you will have to wait for the hospital, but do you have something special in mind that you want to do on your special milestone?
Warp drive active.
Okay. I would say that should it be for today.
Drive active.
Tomorrow is a working day, so I'm not going to stream for very long today. Let's see who we are going to raid today. And who is streaming in the EVE Online category at the moment. Crash Naps. I definitely own Crash Naps a raid. I'm also owning Amiomia one. And I'm owning Batman Larry one. So let's do a poll so you can decide which one we want to raid today. Can we raid Chris Dogs? We can raid Chris Dogs, sure. I've never raided him, I believe. Good man Larry. Raid Wombat. I can't raid myself, Rambo. And welcome. Let me give you a shout out. And we also do the giveaway beforehand, before we raid out. So this is the Mad Lad, Mr. Mad Rambo. He's a great streamer and a great person. Unfortunately, we don't have Frosty running right now, but you should definitely give this man a follow. His streams are always very entertaining. And I am lurking in his chat a lot. Not for the giveaways, but I love to give him balls in the face. So if you are in his stream, definitely redeem the throw tennis ball or ping pong ball, because he has a ball cannon standing right next to his desk, or actually it's 2 cannons, which will shoot ping pong balls to his face. And I do like wombat balls in my face. So, Mad Rambo, today is International Wombat Day. Isn't that a cool thing? I occasionally shoot wombat in the head with a ball. Okay, so exclamation mark buy note. We are giving away a starter package of Caldari ships. And I think we will do the draw now. So last chance for you to get in. Inside the starter package, there is a Kestrel, a Harrow Navy issue, a Corex, and a Caracal Navy issue. Hey, Stoffel! Unfortunately, we are already wrapping up. So, like I said, I have work tomorrow, so I can't go for any longer. So let's do the draw now. And it's closed. Let's see who is the lucky winner. And the winner, oh, it's Jacob's Eyes Captain. Jacob Keys Captain. Again? Yes, I'm also surprised. But the RNG has decided. So Jacob Keys Captain, if you are here, please claim your prize. Otherwise, I will have to redraw. It is rigged as always. It is always rigged. Like, even if Leo Skyblade is winning, then it is rigged. Okay, it seems he's not here. Let's do a redraw. And the next winner is... Holy shit, that's a long name. Melik Melikochnes Confectu. So, if you have this very, very long name, which apparently I am not able to spell, Melikochnes Confectu. And there he is. Congratulations, Malik. You won yourself a starter package. So all of those ships. I don't think he's a bot. Let's see. Here we are. And I wish you a lot of fun with those ships. So here they are. Confirmed bot. Okay. That guy rolled over his keyboard, maybe. So Malik, how do I actually spell your name? That would be very interesting to me. And then we will do a poll this time. And we will see who you are voting for, which we should rate today. So I'm giving you the following options. Let's do who to rate. We do Bristox, as Caroline has interest in rating. We do Crash Naps. We do Omia. And we do Batman Larry, since I owe all of those a rate. Because they rated me recently, so I want to rate them back. So let's do 2 minutes. Let's do a short one. And please vote for your favorite rate target today. Malik Koches Confectu. Ah, I see. You need to read more carefully. Maybe. Scamiomia. Why do you call her Scamiomia, Caroline? And thank you very much for the follow, Moonlight. I just saw that now, because I was on a different monitor. Can I vote to rate my fridge? I'm kinda hungry. Yes, I guess you can vote to rate your fridge. But remember, Elemak, if you vote to rate your fridge, then we all will go to your fridge as well. So probably there won't be any food after that. We were at the LAN party at her home and she tried to pocket a Marshall that got donated for giveaway. Oh, I see. So she will now forever be Scamiomia in my book. I vote no, you can't raid your fridge. Starve. I can warp at 22 AU speed. I will arrive first. Okay. So let's see. At the moment, it looks like we are going to raid Crash Naps. Christox is also getting some views. So come on, guys. We have like 50 people here. And we only have like a little bit less than 20 in the vote. And we're coming to the last seconds. And the winner is Crash Naps with 42%. So Crash Naps is it. It is. Warp Disruption Bubble is the hallway before the kitchen and an interdictor bubble in front on the front door. So let me set up the raid and then we can wrap it up for today. So let me go to the stream manager and raid. We are going to raid Crash Naps today. Crash Naps. And here we go. Okay, raid is started. Thank you all for being here today. It was a fun little stream. I wanted to try something out, and unfortunately we didn't get the donation goal for the fundraiser for Wombats. But I will keep this campaign running for a little longer, so we will have a few more days, and maybe if some people want to donate something for Wombats, they can do that. But I enjoyed it very, very much. I hope you also enjoyed my little you enjoyed the little format that I did today. Sorry, I went through the Discord. By the way, Blackheart, since I didn't saw, how much did you donate? Since it didn't show up in chat, unfortunately. 100. Holy shit. So you single-handedly got the donation goal. Okay. Then it is very, very sad indeed that it did not go through the stream. But thank you very much for donating that much to Wombats. Okay. Have a good night and see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.